And this competition replay was sent in by the user Lois Sherman 13. That's Lois Sherman 13, and he's driving the T110E5 on a standard battle on Himmelsdorf. T110E5 being a tier 10 heavy tank for the Americans. Thing's a pretty nice tank, has a half decent cannon on it, good penetration and damage. It's reasonably well armoured and quite manoeuvrable for its tier and weight class. So straight away, Sherman going to be heading to the right-hand side, going to be setting up on Banana here. Trying to get a hit on this IS-3, but this Rheinmattle's being a little bit in the way. Rheinmattle takes a big shot to the face. Not really sure why he's here. Really, tanks with decent turret armor are the ones that want to set up in this position. As it is, the Rheinmattle has no turret armor whatsoever. And as you can see, he just gets taken out very, very quickly indeed. Has a shot at the IS-3 there, but not quite able to put it through the turret, even though it's only a tier 8 heavy tank. Still very well armoured. The turret on that thing can be difficult to penetrate if you don't focus in exactly on the weak spots. And Sherman didn't quite do that there. Does take a hit from the IS-3. That one wasn't able to penetrate. IS-3 not got quite a big enough gun. Sherman snapshotted in return, but just missed that one. Does focus in on the weak spot that time, but again, doesn't quite have the accuracy. Pulls himself back into cover, doesn't want to make himself an easy target. IS-3 has another shot and misses. Sherman just bounces that shot. Decides to try and maybe switch it up to go for the T-34 instead. Although an AT-15 does come into view, and he gets a great shot onto his weak spot. And get a little bit more damage here. Holding off 4 tanks at the moment single-handedly. A T-34, IS-3. Not sure what the other one is in this AT-15. So doing a fantastic job at the moment. He's just on his own holding off these tanks. Although they are getting pushed heavily on that left-hand side. Does take a hit from somebody while he's backed off. Probably through the side of the turret, trying to defend this attack. He's going to have to pay some attention over there now, as all they've got is a T-49, and he's running away. Gets a great shot through the rear of that WZ, but he's got to be careful, because the guys on the Banana Road, if they are smart, they'll be pushing down right about now. Trying to get a shot through the side of that Knev, and he does indeed. Knev not able to get any return damage. Guys on the Banana Road know for a fact that he's bailed now, so they're almost certainly going to be coming down and pressurizing. He's playing very, very smart, though. He knows his map and he knows the situation, that they've got enough tanks on that left hand side to stem the flow there. So he drops back to this position here in an effort to head off the guys who are almost certainly going to be pushing down Banana. Takes a hit from the T-34. T-34 doesn't care if you are well armoured. It has a ridiculous cannon. IS-3 hoves into view behind him. Sherman trying to use the T-34's cover, but the IS-3 just decides to go ham and goes all the way around the side of the T-110E5 here, but he's able to take out the T-34 very quickly, get his front armor onto target on this IS-3. Not quite got the gun depression to get straight through the weak spot there. Not quite able to get a damaging shot. Hopefully this one will go through and do some damage. There we go, is able to do some damage to this IS-3. IS-3 very tough when turret hugging like this. And then again, so is the T-110E5. He backs off. Sherman takes him out for kill number 2. And that's the tanks on Banana all dealt with. Except maybe this AT-15, not really sure where he is. To be honest, he should have really pushed with the enemy tanks, and he should have been here a long time ago. He's slow, but not that slow. He's almost certainly going to have dropped back and tried to go down a different flank. Battle on the hill was going well in the favour of the Allied team, but it looks like they've just been mopped up there by the T-54 and Object 140 to high-tier Russian medium tanks, just making short work of everybody. Just having a quick look for that AT-15, thinking he may have transitioned to the other flank, and he would have been able to get some side damage onto him. But he's not there. Looks like the AMX 1390 is going for the base capture. He's just setting up just in case somebody decides to make a move along this way, which indeed they do. Gets a great shot through the side of that Object 140. And then he gets taken out by that Panther 88. 2 tanks lying in wait. T-54 decides to just come and charge down the T-110E5. Not a smart idea as he gets taken out for kill number 3. And this game is very, very even at the moment. There is this AMX 1390 and T-54E1 threatening the base. There's an AT-15 up on the hill. So it looks like that's where Sherman may be going. AMX 1390 is trying to escape along here. They've got the roads closed off. Gets a great shot to take his track out. Just got to angle his armor nicely. The AMX 1390 is never going to be able to penetrate the front of the T-110E5. So he's trying to carousel around. Lord Sherman has the traverse speed though, and he gets 2 good hits on this AMX 1390, who now is trying to run the hell away. Panther 88 isn't going to be able to stop him, as he's got to worry about the Object 704, but Sherman takes out the AMX 1390. Object 704 makes short work of the Panther 88, and the artillery comes in for the finisher, takes him out. Object 704 knows that Sherman's here, gets a shot at him, but doesn't quite land any damage. And this is going to be a difficult battle because this T-32 may not arrive in time. All this Object 704 needs is 1 good hit. Gets his track taken out, but he's either got a very high repair skill or uses that repair kit, as that only took about 6 seconds to repair that track. Now Sherman's got to play it very carefully. Object 704 fires at the wreck of the IS-3 for some reason and then backs off. Lord Sherman gets a great shot to take out his other track. Doesn't quite get any damage, but he is able to outmaneuver the Object 704. And the Object 704's got to play this one very, very carefully. Does a great job of getting alongside the T-110E5, but he's not quite heavy enough to push him out of the way. And Lord Sherman's trying to stay hugging the side of him. Troll armor of the Russian tank destroyer coming into play there. He's going to try and turret hug him, keeping moving so that he doesn't have an easy shot. This T-32 should have really come in to try and help him. I don't know what he's doing running to the other side of the battlefield. He should have been in behind this Object 704, applying shots to his rear. As it is, he's made a run for it. And it looks like it's all going to be over for Lord Sherman any minute now. He's got to try and get 1 shot through the front. He does indeed. Takes him out for kill number 5. And that was an excellent, excellent piece of dueling there. But I have no idea what that T-32 was thinking. Why he's made a run for it. Maybe he wants the glory. Wants to try and take out the artillery. Got to be careful because this AT-15 was last spotted on the hill. And he could have started to make a move. He could come from behind. AT-15 not really known for its speed. But when he's got all the time in the world to plan his maneuver, there he is there, the AT-15. He doesn't have a very good cannon, so this one's going to be difficult for him. Had some HE loaded for the artillery, as it is, takes out the track of the AT-15, gets along behind him, gets another good shot at the track. Not able to get any damage along with it. But that doesn't really matter just yet. Just want to keep him immobilized for as long as possible. Gets a great shot there to take his track out. And this is the last guy left. The T-32 finally able to take out the artillery. Gets another good shot through the rear. He's down to using heat ammunition because he's got no AP left. 1 more shot should be enough to take out this AT-15. Takes him out, he does. Picks him up a well-deserved Top Gun medal. 9,000 points of damage. Well, let's say it's definitely over 9,000 points of damage. 6 kills, GG, and the victory. So awesome replay there from Lord Sherman 13, doing an excellent, excellent job of pretty much winning that game for his team. So thank you very much for sending that replay in.